Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Podium Picks. We are back with one of our favorite segments to do. Sean Woodland, Tommy Marquez here inside the Whoop studio. We got a great guest lined up for today because fall or autumn, if you prefer its formal moniker, is officially upon us. So we wanted to do a fall draft. Now, the guest we have today, I feel like, is an authority on this subject, Tommy. So we are going into the Lion's Den, but I am well recovered. I'm at 70%. I'm in the green today on my Whoop, on the old Whoopometer. I got good 5.5 hours of solid sleep in bed at 10:30, which is early for me.
Wow.
So because I knew we had a big day, had to bring it today. So how you looking?
I am doing quite well.
Ooh.
So I'm 96% recovered. I am
what?
I'm not in the green. I am deep in the green. I am Hulk at full capacity green. That's I just watched Marvel What If series yesterday, but I'm looking good. 8 hours and 14 minutes of sleep. Although my disturbances were back up, but my efficiency was super high. Had a let's see, what is that? 3.5 hours worth of slow wave and REM sleep. So
nice work.
I'm doing great.
All right. We'll do our Whoop podium later on in the show here. Go to whoop.com, use our code talking15, 15% off, save that money, and then you will optimize the way you train and recover. But let's bring in our guest for today. CrossFit Games veteran, had a hell of a performance at the West Coast Classic, and just an all-around good person. Also won the Titan Games.
Yes.
You guys like to watch network television.
I heard that's cool.
Yes, it is Dani Speegle. Dani, how you doing today?
Oh, so good. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Well, thanks for agreeing to do this. I hope you know what you're in for.
Hope you know what you're in for.
Yeah, I think we do. I think we do, which is why I'm not extra sleep. So if any, I'm sure everyone follows you on Instagram, so they all know that you are a big fan of the season of autumn or fall. And Tommy and I were like, hey, fall starting. Let's have Dani Speegle on to kick our asses in a fall draft. And for whatever reason, we thought that was a good idea. So thank you for doing this. So here are the rules. We're going to do 5 rounds. You can draft anything involved with fall, but as soon as someone takes something, it's obviously off the board.
Yes.
Okay. So that's the first rule. The second thing that we do is that since you are our guest, we let you decide where you want to pick to start. Now, keep in mind, if you pick first, the way this works, it's like a snake draft. So it goes first, second, third in the first round. And then the second round is third, second, first, and so on. So it takes a little bit to get back to you if you want that first pick.
Oh, I still went first.
Okay. So Dani's going to pick first. Can't blame her. So
right, hold on.
Tommy will get the ceremonial Podium Picks coin here. And we will, you still working on your list?
No, I was typing out the order. I was typing out
cramming for last minute. Okay, am I calling this?
I believe you are.
All right,
so heads is
friend of the show.
Gotcha. Tails is our radio mic logo.
Okay.
For all of our patrons, if you're listening, make sure you go and get your friend of the show coin, available now.
Okay. Call in here. Heads.
So we said heads is friend of the show, right?
Yeah, heads is friend of the show.
It is heads.
Oh, okay. I'm going to take second. I'll go second.
All right.
I'm going second because I'll explain my reasoning.
Okay. So I got the.
So you got the back-to-back picks. So I'm second the whole time. I'm just nice and consistent the whole way here. So, okay.
I feel like that's a good spot.
Yeah.
I'm a little jealous, but it's okay. We can continue.
All right. So let's kick off the fall draft. Dani Speegle, pick number 1. You are on the clock.
All right. I have to go with pumpkin spice. It's like the no-brainer first pick.
I mean, that's absolutely. That was like that's the one you build your franchise around. Now, are you a pumpkin spice latte person, or do you go like the pumpkin spice cold brew? Do you what's your
pumpkin spice everything.
Everything.
I love the lattes, the cold brews. I don't know if you've been seeing my Instagram stories, but I have found so many pumpkin spice things. They have jams and spreads and breads and cookies. And I just found these pumpkin spice Milano cookies. I mean, they just have everything. Pumpkin spice everything for the win.
Wait, Milano cookies?
Ooh.
Yes.
Go on.
Guys. Yeah. I just found those at Target yesterday.
Okay.
Tell me your Caucasian without telling me you're Caucasian.
Pumpkin spice Milano cookies.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we're going to have a nice little Sunday going to
Oh
Home
my
Depot,
gosh.
and it'll be wonderful. Okay. So You're keeping track here?
Yes, I am.
All right. I should probably do this too. Just so. Okay. So the old pumpkin spice off the board for Dani.
Yep.
I mean, just build your team around that. The old pumpkin spice. There's pumpkin spice, everything. I guess like there's like a pumpkin spice hard seltzer or something that Budweiser came out with.
Oh yeah.
And a cider. They have like a pumpkin spice cider too. Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Okay, so that brings it to me. My first pick. I am for the fall draft. I am going to choose football.
Oh yes,
I'm picking football.
Okay.
Football has been my raison d'etre for my entire life. I love football in the fall. Those Sundays where it's cold and rainy out, and you just put on the old Viore joggers and you sit on the couch and you
oh yeah,
just feel like
it's
a
great.
lazy slob the whole day, and turn on the old Red Zone channel and don't touch the remote for 7 hours. It's fantastic. There's so many good things about it. Tailgating, you name it.
Ooh.
Fall means football, but that's not. I'm not taking tailgating. It's part of it. Just so you know.
Can't discuss.
Who's your team?
I'm just saying. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm leading off with football, which means Tommy, you are up next.
Oh man,
you get back to back now.
I do. So you know what? I'm just going to go with it because Sean mentioned my pick that I was going to take for the first round. I actually think this is more indicative of fall and autumn than the entirety of football, because football does carry over into the winter because football.
It's going to be a risky pick.
And I'm going to say tailgating is more fall because by the time the winter months come, unless you're the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless you're the Buffalo Bills,
okay,
a majority of the tailgating gets done in the fall, particularly with college, because I would say college tailgating is a large part of the culture, particularly in the South, in the SEC. You start going to, Baton Rouge, you start going to the Grove at Ole Miss. You go to the world's largest tailgate, Florida Georgia line. I'm going to go with tailgating, and I specifically was going to take this if Sean took football ahead of me, because I think it is a defensive pick against the football. You start getting people that are barbecuing out front. You get cornhole. I think cornhole in general is almost a fall tailgate type thing. You start throwing the pigskin out, because once it gets to winter, it starts getting brisk. The pigskin starts to sting the fingers a little bit. You got to get the receiver gloves out. You get some brats. You get a couple of crispy boys, some frosty froth wagons. Maybe, you get the crock pot out and make some hot cider for your friends that aren't into crispy boys and doing cake stands and jumping.
Well, you make
tables.
a strong argument.
So
we just gave Tommy 2 years to solidify his pick.
Right, exactly.
He's like, this is why I'm right.
Yep. So I'm gonna go with tailgating as my first one.
Selling that one.
Also, underrated. I have some really good friends from growing up that have a tailgate at Stanford. That is an awesome time out. You wouldn't necessarily think Stanford tailgate, but you know what? They do it right. It's probably the most Stanford thing ever, because the tailgate next to them is the owners of Chubby's, the cropped shorts, Oh, so it's like tailgating with Chubby's. That's some very Stanford stuff.
Yes. But okay, so now you get to kick off round 2.
Yes.
All right. So we're in round 2 here.
To me, this is. I'm going to say I'm going to get a little bit more nebulous here, and I'm going to say crisp mornings.
Crisp morning.
Yes. Okay. Crisp mornings. It's fall when you wake up. Maybe there's a little marine layer action going on if you're by the coast. Maybe there's that little bite in the morning. It's about 5 to 10 degrees cooler. Maybe you're taking your dogs for the morning walk, and you think, hey, I maybe got to throw an extra layer on. Suddenly, what's that? Bob down the road started his fireplace for the first time. You get that smell in the air in the crisp morning of a little wood burning. To me, nothing says fall like a crispy morning.
A crisp morning.
Yes.
I like me a good crisp morning.
I love crisp mornings.
Especially if you have one of them pumpkin spice lattes
exactly.
you sip it on.
Exactly.
Possibly with a Milano cookie in it.
Hey,
yes,
I'm not going to judge.
Change your life.
Dessert first. We're adults. We can do that. The part of the ambiance of many of the things that surround fall is set by the crisp morning.
The crisp morning. Okay. So Tommy has opened up with his first 2 picks. All right. So that's back to me. I'm going to take, I think, what is one of the best holidays out there. I'm taking Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is one of the best holidays ever. I mean, you get the pumpkin. You get pumpkin, right? You get pumpkin pie.
You get pumpkin.
Turkey. You get, all kinds of fixins. You get the stuffing. You get maybe a crisp morning when you're out playing some football. My 2 picks come together there. See how that works?
I'm really bummed now because Sean's got you got a starting left.
He's got a good lineup.
Man, like that's Thanksgiving. You can't beat it, and you're like, and to me, and I don't want to, this is going to probably touch off a whole different discussion. Once you're done with that Thanksgiving dinner, break out the Christmas decorations.
I think
immediately.
I think Thanksgiving is the official end of fall.
Agreed.
Yeah, it is the New Year's Eve of fall, if that makes sense.
Yes.
It is we have celebrated everything fall, and now we're gonna kick it into the winter time.
Yeah. And you can turn on the holiday music, have at it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like it's Christmas time, but I feel like you got to get through Thanksgiving first and do all the good eating before
just the dinner. You don't have to get through the whole day. You just have to get through dinner.
Yes, just get through the dinner, and then it's everybody. That one radio station that plays nothing but Christmas music. Turn it on.
Yes,
I'm all for it. But before that, give Thanksgiving its due.
Yes.
Yep. Then let's
agreed.
move on. All right. So now, Dani, you get to close out round 2 and begin round 3. So you get back-to-back picks here.
Amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna go on the holiday trend, and I'm gonna go Halloween.
Of course you are.
We gotta throw Halloween in there.
I'm gonna run.
Yep. Why is Halloween your favorite?
It's probably not my favorite. It's a tie for my favorite between Halloween and Christmas because I feel, so hear me out. I know it's a whole different discussion.
No judgment
I
zone.
love holidays, but Halloween and Christmas are the holidays that you spend almost like a month preparing for. So you get to have a whole month of celebrations, of decorations and music and baked goods and all these different things for like a whole month. And you're like leading up to it. You're in the spirit of Halloween or the spirit of Christmas. And while I love Thanksgiving, like Thanksgiving dinner, but it's like Thanksgiving dinner and then it's done. But Halloween and Christmas, you have a whole month.
Yep.
So it's like a whole month-long holiday. Who doesn't like that?
I agree.
Yeah, I get you. You got to start, I got to get on the old Halloween prep here soon.
I would say Halloween definitely has some spirits behind them.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well done. Well done. You've taken a bigger step. You've taken a step into a bigger world now.
Yeah. I'm testing on the dad jokes thing, because, gonna get married, maybe start popping out kids in the next couple of years.
There you go.
Gotta warm up to it.
I like it. Nice job.
Warm up.
All right. Well, now you get another pick. So you have pumpkin spice and Halloween on your team so far. So now we're going to enter round 3 here. So you first pick a round 3 here, Dani.
All right. Pumpkin patches. Going and picking out a pumpkin.
That's a great one. I didn't even think of that.
Oh, that was my next pick.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Ooh, gotcha.
Oh, man.
Amazing.
Dani?
Yeah, I got to do the pumpkin patches.
Oh. Wow. That's a good one.
You guys just lost. It's okay.
I think we lost when we signed on to do this.
Very pumpkin heavy draft for Dani. Pumpkin spice, Halloween, quintessential pumpkin holiday, pumpkin patches. But you know what?
It's a very female fall lineup. You guys have football and tailgating.
Yeah, that's well. Listen, I got a pumpkin. I mean, you gotta,
Yeah, it's fair.
Look, I realize that you and I are probably going to get slaughtered in this, so I'm just going to go with what makes me happy, and then if people like it, they like it.
Authenticity.
I'm saying. So we actually got a pumpkin patch in the back.
Oh,
got like 23 pumpkins out there.
Wow.
My wife planted.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a little.
Her beet laboratory.
That's right. There's a beet laboratory out there. Okay, so now it's back to me. And then we'll do your third round pick, and then we'll do our Whoop podium for this. Oh man. Okay, so I got a lot here. I got a lot left. I'm sort of hiding one that I don't want to take just yet because I think I might be able to get it later. So like Tommy, who went with the crisp morning, I'm going to go more. I don't know if this is more. What was the word you used?
Ambiance.
Yeah, I guess ambiance. I'm going to go with the leaves. Okay. I love the leaves. Of the fall. So they are colorful leaves, I will say.
Yep, colorful leaves.
I mean, now the drawback on this one is that oftentimes you have to rake them out of your front yard or just hit them with the leaf blower. But that's fun. I like.
But then you get to jump in them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
And you watch your dogs playing them too, and that's a lot of fun as well. So yeah, man, it's just like the colors of the trees. There's nothing better.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. It's just, you get the reds and you get the burnt oranges and you get the yellows and you get it's beautiful. So nothing says
a good one.
Fall like the leaves. When they first start to change colors, like that's when I think, to me, like when the leaves start to change colors is really when you can go all in on the old pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah.
As soon as that, it doesn't matter how many, you see one that's like a little red in there, go grab yourself a PSL. You're ready to go.
I'm not obviously from the north. We're in California where a lot of it was it evergreen versus was it cruciferous, or what is the ones that change?
Coniferous.
Coniferous, I believe. Yeah, that's a great,
or
great
deciduous.
But like in the Northeast, it's like a rite of passage, right? To like take drives where like the leaves start to change. Yeah. Beautiful. Tiff went to UMass, so she got a little taste of that. But
okay. So now you're going to close out. You'll close out round 3, and then we're going to do our Whoop podium, and you'll kick off round 4.
Man, Sean, you definitely kind of
I like my team so far.
The two picks I was debating both got taken back to back there, so I'm on my heels a little bit. I have tailgating. I have crisp mornings. I am going to go with. I'm going to go with plaid flannels.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think, I've got an activity. I've got an ambiance, but what are you going to wear? I don't know. You try wearing a plaid flannel, and it's got to be flannel too, because flannel's got that little extra something to it, and preferably maybe a wool. Maybe we're talking Pendleton brand, if you want to go old school.
Specific.
Yeah. My grandfather, one of the few things that he had, like his like wardrobe things that I always admired about him. He was a blue collar war veteran. He had these Pendleton shirts that, I'll be darned if they didn't survive, 5 decades, and they were like the best made shirts I've ever had. I have a Pendleton flannel, full disclosure, plaid flannel. It's one of my favorite shirts that I own. I only wear it during the fall though, because it's that something about a red plaid flannel. You throw that on, maybe a couple other things that I won't draft just yet, and you go down to the pumpkin patch, and
the aesthetic. Yes,
exactly. And then
sip it on a pumpkin spice latte.
You're not posting photos to the gram in fall if you're not in your best.
Oh no.
Plaid flannel.
How dare you?
I'm just saying.
Mutiny immediately.
Yeah, you should be. Someone should.
Yeah. Voted off the
right
island
there. Yeah, be like, you need to get back in the house, sir. Change your attire.
Exactly.
Go change.
Outside of a football jersey, the plaid flannel is the official uniform of fall.
Okay.
And there's other elements to the, but those are other picks.
Okay. All right. Yep. Okay. So we'll take a quick break here now before we kick off round 4, and Tommy will do that. But we're going to get into our Whoop podium, and we're doing sleep for today.
Yes. So these are our top sleepers for our Talking Elite Fitness Whoop group for the month. Let's see. You want to do day or month? Let's do day. Who came in heavy-handed and got some good sleep? Whoa. Number 1, Claire. We got a ton of 100%. They're all going to be 100%. So I'm going to list the amount and what it took to get 100% too. Claire Ashmore, 100%, 752. Luke Avery, 100%, 739. Craig Scrimger, 100%, 834. Ben Smolkowski, 100%, 819. Those are great names. Wow, we have some awesome names. Number 5, Aisling Geisler, 100%, 822. This is an all-name cast right now. Number 6, Scott Graham, 100%, 747. Number 7, Bart Walsh, 100%, 852. He had to earn that one. Number 8, Graham Orr, 100%, 820. Number 9, Mitchell Staples, 100%, 848. Wow, a lot of 8.5 plus people getting after it. And number 10, Emma Lucas, 100%, 830. All getting 100% on their sleep score for the day. A lot of them going over 8.5 hours. So they're really putting in the time. Nice job. Those are our top 10 for our sleepers, and top 10 sleepers. I like that. Sleeper
good.
picks. Yeah. For our Talking Elite Fitness Whoop group. You guys want to join our Whoop group? be sure to go into the community section, put in talk-fit. That's fit with 2 T's, capital T and F. We also remember now they've added the chat feature. So in our Whoop group, we're in the chat a little bit. We're throwing down, we're chopping it up a little bit. So come join our group and come say hi and come chat it up a little bit.
Okay, let's get into round 4 now. You're going to kick this thing off. You just took plaid flannels. Plaid flannels off the board now.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to work through round 4. So, Tommy, you are on the clock for round 4.
So, let's see.
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous too.
See, now we're getting into like, this is where Tommy usually does well. This is where, there's some depth here. Still some great things on the board, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing things. I just don't want them stolen.
I don't want to go too outfit heavy here. I don't want to. So tailgating is obviously, like, to me, that's your quarterback. The ambiance of the crisp mornings, that's your offensive line. That's protecting everything. The plaid flannels, it's something you can rely on. That's your tight end. That's going to get you 7 yards across the middle every time. I need something that could.
What's our time limit here? I feel like you're about to lose your pick.
I'm on the clock right now.
Just start humming the tune to Jeopardy, and that's when we'll know.
Yeah, there we go.
You know what? I'm going to go farmers markets.
Farmers
markets. And because in California,
that's a summer thing.
So it's a little bit different here. So I feel like farmers markets, there's a very distinct element to farmers markets, especially in California. You start getting that's where you go and get your squashes. That's where you get all your I think I just lost the draft.
I don't know. This is where Mel Kiper is like,
out of
here.
here.
That Tommy Marquez doesn't know what this draft is all about.
I think farmers markets particularly, they end in California. We have them year round. I think there are elements to the fall farmers markets where you get your pumpkins, you get your squashes, you get your potatoes, you get your starches. You get a lot of those greens where you go around, you throw on your outfit, you go walk around. There's usually a pumpkin patch attached to it. You can get, I feel like I'm discussing picks here. There's usually a fresh pressed cider guy. You can get your apple cider donuts. You can get all sorts of stuff going on there at the farmer's market before the weather turns completely. And you're walking around with your little, like Red Ryder type cart behind you, all the things you pick up at the farmer's markets. To me, I grew up working at a farmer's market. The fall versions of the farmer's markets are always my favorite because we don't have all the summer fruits and stuff like that. It's a little bit more laid back. You get you get the guy playing the music out there. You get like the little face painting booth. I'm going farmers markets.
Okay. Controversial pick.
It is. It is. This is my receiver that ran a 4.3 at the combine, but I don't know if he's got the hands or the route running.
Gotcha. You just got enamored with one.
Yeah, I got enamored with it.
Coach everything else. Okay. All right, that brings me to my fourth pick, and I feel like I got to pull the trigger on this one right now because I'm getting this is where my anxiety kicks in. Now, this is going to be controversial. I am going to lose a lot of people with this one, but I think I'm also going to get a lot of people in my corner. Okay, I'm going to take candy corn.
Ooh,
yeah,
you've got two people in your corner.
Candy corn. I love candy corn. I can eat that stuff like a wood chipper, like just keep shoveling it in. Like I love it. I know some people think it's disgusting, and there are some brands and some kinds that are superior to others. I will admit that. Like some of them, there's some brands that have a taste that it's not quite right. But when you get that, wheelhouse taste of candy corn,
it's still just terrible.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's see, that's what I'm saying. Like some people don't like it. Love it. Love the candy corn. Again, I know we're losing anyway. So I'm going with it. Love me the candy corn. Love it.
I'm in a weird boat. I can handle maybe like a handful of candy corn per season. Right. And then I have a limit. It's like, this is kind of good. And then I hit like a hard stop, like maybe 10 to 12 pieces in. I'm like, that's it for the year.
I like my OCD as a kid was so bad. Like I used to eat it like by section. I used to eat the white section and the orange and like the yellow, it goes white, orange. Yeah. So I used to eat it in order. And my mom had like this, I can still see it, like this little pumpkin jar. She used to just keep
pounding it.
I was like a
Do you need
I was
candy?
like a dream patient for a dentist, although I had never had cavities as a kid. So
do you like candy corn when it's fresh out of the bag or when it's been sitting out a little bit and it gets a little bit crispy on the outside?
I think you got to let it, like there's a sweet spot.
Yeah.
You got to like pour it out into a bowl, let it ferment or whatever it does.
Let it aerate.
Yeah, aerate. Yeah. That's a good one. And then you go after it. But I just, man, can't go. I'm taking candy corn. So there you go. So now it's to Dani. So Dani, you get back-to-back picks here to close out. So you close out round 4 and you'll start round 5.
Perfect. All right. So my first one, I'm going to go with bonfires and roasting s'mores because fall is the only season you do that in.
So we're going to go roasting s'mores.
Sure.
Okay.
Because bonfires included. Yes.
We have to have
name another season where spring you can't.
California.
And summer you can't. Winter, if you're talking about like actual seasons, I know I see you over there getting all.
This is like the farmer's market.
It is.
Yeah. You just said farmer's markets. Chill out, Tommy.
Okay.
Right.
So what I'm gonna give a little pushback here because in California we do a lot of bonfires on the beach. And we do a lot of bonfire beach s'mores action.
Yeah, but I think that's,
not everybody lives in California.
That's exactly right.
That's true.
So, okay. I mean, we have a broad audience.
If you just closed your eyes and just thought of bonfires and like roasting s'mores, like you're in the woods. Shut the
There is.
Oh, I'm sorry, David. I literally just said the first word that came to my head. I'm sorry. We can't. I gotta, sorry. That's my little pushback just to make sure we don't get completely destroyed. But
that's fine. That's fine.
All right, so
I give a lot
roasting
of pushback on the farmers market.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So you got one more. Roasting s'mores was your first one.
Yes. All right. This one again might be you gotta like it's a certain audience is gonna feel this one in their hearts, but fall means Harry Potter movie marathon.
Oh,
that's what. Yeah. So that's my final pick. That one's really close to my heart, and it's definitely going to be something where it's a certain audience. Some people are I'll get pushed back on that one, but those people are just wrong.
Wow.
So wait, now correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't those movies come out during the holidays? Usually.
Yeah, and this is the start of the holidays. This is the start of the holiday season.
Okay. So I'm an ignorant Harry Potter fan. I only, casually watch and have read a couple books. Is this something in the Potter world that's pretty popular to do?
Yes. As soon as fall gets around, we started doing the Harry Potter movie marathons because in the books and the movies, they all go off to Hogwarts like September.
Oh, so, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's the start of everything. And yeah. The big first scene in the first, movie is like big Halloween scene. Like that's like one of the big, like the troll comes in. Like it's holidays all around. We get the Halloween and the Christmas, but it's the fall vibe.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Sticking to my guns on this one.
No, that's good. I've seen the movies, have not read any of the books.
I just watched Sean turn on that. He was very skeptical, and then he started to get convinced.
That's after, like, that was past my sort of. I was sort of.
It's never too late for Harry.
Well, listen, love the movie. I thought the movies were great. The only
books are better.
I'm sure they are. The only complaint I have about that is like, how do parents keep sending their kids to that school year after year when like how many children die at that place?
Yeah.
Like that place has an abhorrent safety record. Yet parents continue to put their kids on that train and ship them off.
What does the force majeure clause look like for a contract to Hogwarts?
I'm saying
in the event of
you just sign your life away. Yeah, you just don't even. You just sign saying like anything goes. That's the contract. Anything goes. Sign your name. Go.
Yeah. Oh, that kid, he got killed by a giant snake. Didn't even know it was there. Whoops. Okay. So Harry Potter.
I almost just spit out my pumpkin spice latte.
I'm gonna get one of those later. Ooh. Okay, now this is the last pick. I got to make this one count because I know I was controversial with the last one, and I I don't know if I should. I got a couple things here. Okay, let's see. I guess I'm going to end with back to back. Well, I don't know. I'm torn here. I'm torn.
There are a lot of picks wrapped into other picks here.
I know.
So it's very top heavy. And then now we're trying to, we got to be Bill Belichick here and get a steal in the 7th round.
Okay. So, all right, I'm going to do it because I feel like this one is more universally appealing. Whereas, because I think I turned some people off the candy corn. I get it. That's fine.
That's fair.
I think I'm going to win them back with this next one. I'm going to go caramel apples.
Oh,
caramel apples, man. Maybe you're walking around the farmer's market with your caramel apple on. You're getting your caramel apple on. Like see, I feel like that would be something that you would get at the farmer's market. Get the old good caramel apple.
Yeah.
I love me a good caramel.
Those are underrated. Those are so good.
So good.
So good.
And
they're getting wild with them recently. Like they make them, they like really go at it. The decadent caramel apples, there's nothing better.
Yeah, big fan.
So I have had a tortured existence with caramel apples.
Lose a tooth or something?
As a young man who had braces for a long time, I was not blessed with naturally straight teeth.
Yeah, me neither.
Caramel apples were just off the menu, because it was a nightmare. Getting that stuff, getting that stuff out of your train tracks.
In the braces.
Oh my gosh,
like a toothpick and
Oh man,
worth it though.
It looked like I was a character from a horror film every time I ate a caramel apple. But once I got them off, I maybe went a little heavy in some of the foods. It's like, but I do love a good caramel apple.
All right, so that brings it now to you, Tommy, to close this thing out.
There's like one that I can't believe no one has said yet. Actually, 2, 3.
Okay. So this is our Mr. or Mrs. Irrelevant. So I can talk about other picks now.
Yeah.
So, and just to give you an idea,
I'll tell you the one that I almost took.
So jeans tucked into Uggs is what I'm considering. I'm also considering scarves, but I already have plaid flannel, so I don't want to be too clothing heavy. But the one thing I don't have is a food. You guys both food heavy. And if I think about fall, I start thinking about homemade soups.
Oh, that's good.
So, you maybe have a butternut squash soup. Maybe you go for like a nice meaty, like beef stew.
Chili
at a tailgate.
Chili's a good one.
Fall is the official start of soup weather. And so I'm going to go with soups. Homemade soups.
I love it. That's was my next one. If any of my other ones got taken, I was going to go with soup season. So I like the pick.
So, because I think about the way it's a crisp morning. You wake up, throw on your plaid.
It's all about the crisp mornings for Tommy.
It all starts with
he has said crisp morning 74 times.
Yep. Crisp morning. You wake up. You're like, ooh, there's a little tinge in the air. But hey, we're going to the tailgate later. So I better throw on my plaid flannel, go by the farmer's market, buy some stuff, buy some peppers and some tomatoes for my homemade chili. And we're going to take it. We're going to have a good time and watch, State beat Notre Dame.
I like how you brought it all together.
I like your story. I liked your story.
Yep.
Danny, what are some of the picks that you didn't take?
So apple picking. I can't believe no one.
Oh yeah, that was on the list. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then just like I also had like the pumpkin baked goods, like pumpkin breads and stuff like that. The house aesthetics, the decorations, the fall decorations.
Yes.
Like all the pumpkins and the leaves. I had that one as well.
Gather sign.
Yep.
Yes. And I had a lot of the clothing things too. Like obviously the flannels and the little hats and mittens and all that kind of stuff. So I had a lot of outfit stuff too. And then apple cider. We talked about it and then no one ever said it.
Yeah. I had dressing up your dog. That's the one I almost took.
Yeah. Okay.
That's something I used to be against.
Yeah.
But now that I have 3 dogs, like for Halloween,
you got to do it.
And I got to buy kids clothes for both of 2 of mine. So,
or in the cold weather, you throw a little jacket on them, still dressing up.
Sweater.
Right. Little Pendleton coat.
Yeah, exactly. A little flannel on.
Dogs in coats is forever the cutest thing. Yeah, I don't care. I'm for it.
But I just felt like that was a little too polarizing. So that's why I went with the old caramel.
Yeah.
America.
Okay.
That was a good pick. That was a good pick.
Thanks. What about you, Tommy?
I mean,
you used to mention some of them.
I mentioned some of them. I had, I also had like just some kind of broader things like comfort foods, eating heavy. I actually had leaf wrestling. So like the crunchy leaves, you set it and you like,
right.
For us, we're like, we're
that.
roughhousing. So you're like,
that's a little specific.
You're like power bombing your buddies into the pile of leaves and stuff like that. I also had scarves, warm drinks, rain boots.
Ooh, rain boots,
warm layers. So just lit the act. Now you got a layer.
Yeah. How about not having to use the old AC anymore?
Oh, yes. Yep. Turning on the heater for the first time.
There you go.
I had apple orchards, but apple picking is another one.
Yeah.
Pumpkin bread. I probably should have. My great grandmother-in-law makes like a bunch of pumpkin bread every year. She's like 97. She makes like hundreds of loaves, and it's the best pumpkin bread I've ever had. Ooh. It's unreal. And
how do I get some?
Ooh, well, you're in California now, so
yeah,
we can make that happen. We can make that happen. You
don't tempt me. I'll come knocking on the door.
if you want any additives like chocolate chips or pecans or anything like that, we can make it happen.
I'm gonna put it in an order.
Yeah. So I am the dish. I have been upgraded to dishwasher. So while Tiff and Grandma Bauer do all the baking, I get to wash the dishes. So that's better than.
Where did you start at if you've been upgraded?
Not being invited.
Just watcher, you were allowed to watch.
Yeah.
So
get the hell out of the kitchen. That's where you.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I enjoy whiskey and bourbon, but rye particularly. Rye is a fall drink.
Would scented candles be a fall thing, or is that like a year-round thing?
That's year round. Yeah. That's Christmas. That's fall. That's summer.
Summer, you get the beach ones.
Okay, I'm just curious.
I have candles for every single season and day of the year.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I have one in the summer that's like lavender lemonade. Like, don't even.
You know what? I should have drafted this one. This one was like the most authentic thing is pretending there's smoke coming out of your mouth when you breathe.
Oh yeah.
So and having it look like smoke.
That's good.
Oh, and doing the hand warming thing that like you blow into your hands, and it never actually works. We just all pretend it works.
Right. Fingerless gloves. It works for like 2 seconds, and then you're like right back where you started. So Dani,
corn mazes. We also didn't do corn mazes.
Oh, corn mazes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
that's a good one.
Oh, there's a great one too, just up the road.
Yeah, not a lot of. We don't have a lot of corn here in Northern California. Iowa, though, where my roots are. So my roots, a lot of good corn mazes. But Dani, before we let you go, what's going on with you now this off season?
So just on the mend with we talked a little bit about my mending of my ankle with the PRP injection. So just, taking it easy, making sure I actually like get bulletproof ankles. Cause I have toothpick ankles, right now, like they're just always giving me problems. So getting those all sorted and fixed, and then we'll hit the competition floor for Wodapalooza. So excited about that.
Awesome. And do you have a Halloween costume picked out that you can share with everybody, or is that something that you choose to reveal at a later date?
Oh, I have to do the big reveal later on.
Okay.
I can't do it now.
Okay. Is it Harry
Good
Potter? Good
try,
theme?
though.
I'm going to bet it's Harry Potter theme.
Oh, man. I can tell you right now, part of my Halloween costume, I just dropped a variation of it on Sean's desk.
That's going to be good. That's going to be good. All right.
Was it pro wrestler?
Dani, thank you so much for taking the time to do this. I'm sure you are headed to a victory because people will vote on this now on social media. Tommy will put a post on our official account.
We will have a little graphic with everybody's picks included on it. You'll have a chance to go vote. You'll vote in the comment section of the post. So only the comments in the original post on Instagram will count towards our total count. Right now, the wins all time. Our guest has 5. Sean has 4, and I have 3. So,
all right.
We got to catch up a little bit.
I think we might. I think that deficit might be growing.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, but thank you. Yeah.
Recap real quick.
All right. Let's recap.
Recap real quick. Dani's team, fall team: pumpkin spice, Halloween, pumpkin patches, bonfires while cooking s'mores, and Harry Potter movie marathon. Sean's got football, Thanksgiving, colorful leaves, candy corn, caramel, apple. I got that one.
I don't like the voice inflection there on candy corn. You better do the same thing for farmers markets here.
Tailgating, crisp mornings, plaid flannels, farmers markets, and homemade soups.
Exactly. All right. Well, we'll see who comes out victorious. Dani, again, thank you so much for doing this. Best of luck with your recovery on your ankle. And I know everyone's looking forward to seeing you back out there on the competition floor at Wodapalooza.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. I had a blast, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Tommy, you'll see me very soon for that pumpkin bread. But
absolutely, no doubt.
All right, go and vote on social media. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Take care of each other, be better, and we'll see you next time.